All right, we are live. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. All right, let me pull that up. Let me do a sound check. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. All right, I think everything's working. If not, let me know. Hopefully people can hear me. I turned on some Epic the Musical in the background because I fucking love that music. How's everyone doing? We're just gonna let the live sit for a sec while everything collects. There we go. There we go. There we go. Fix that up there. Hello, Ben. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna do my August reads. It's gonna be really fun. I feel like I actually have my shit together this time. I actually have a cart over here. Normally my books are all on the floor, all over my office. And I actually have a cart here of stuff. So it's really fun because I actually feel like I have my shit together this time. Normally I don't. So I feel professional today. Yulia, thank you for coming. I hope everybody's been enjoying Epic the Musical, like the new Wisdom album. Freaking, I've been like loving that shit, eating it up. I don't know if everyone else is like as big of an Epic the Musical fan. It's all I've been listening to all summer. All right, let's get started. So I'll be referencing Storygraph. If you guys aren't aware of Storygraph, it's similar to Goodreads, but it's better because you get to reference all these pretty graphs as you're, reading. So as you read, it'll have little graphs of like the moods of the books, the genres, all of that beautiful thing. You get bar charts. So I'll be referencing that to kind of like keep track of the books that I read. It's nice because it keeps track of it. Like I can switch the little things up here by month. You can't do any of that on Goodreads. Hello, Ariel. Thank you for coming. We're going to go over my August read. So when I changed the stats on my Storygraph, it says here that I went to, okay, drum roll. I have 19 books that we're going to go over today, which is a total of 6,416 pages. Woohoo! Paige, hey, what's up? Jennifer, thank you for coming. All right. I got music pumping. I don't want it pumping because otherwise no one's going to fucking hear me. Thank you guys. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you. Hola, thank you for coming. Cynthia. I wasn't sure if everybody was going to be awake at like 9 o'clock on a Saturday. I've been awake since 1 o'clock. Anxiety. But it's fine. Because we're here. We're going to talk about books. Nate, thank you for joining. So anyway, I have my Storygraph pulled up. I have a fucking cart because I feel legit right now. I don't have my books scattered all over the floor. Like, I'm a real person today. What the hell? I know, guys. You don't even... Who is this? Who is this? Who am I? Where to start? Okay. Let me pull up my list here. So, 19 books. Where did we start? Okay. So, I have A Betrayal of Storms. This one was an arc from Angry Robots. Oh, we are not going to listen to an ad right now. Shh. Quiet. All right. Jay, Christopher, Brittany, Frank, Victoria, thank you for coming. We're just getting started. You haven't missed anything. So the first book that I read was Betrayal of Storms. I shouldn't say first. This is actually what I wrapped up my month on. Isn't it pretty? I love the foiling that they did for this. Very like autumn vibes. Very nice. This was sent to me by Angry Robots. Angry Robot Books. This is coming out. I believe it was published earlier, but they're just releasing another, like, a new kind of cover with the foiling and everything. So they're doing, like, a re-release. And when was this coming out? I want to say September. Yes. So this is re-releasing in September. And it was, like, all signed and pretty. Very gorgeous. It's, like, if I was gonna like summarize it without like giving away the plot, it's like if Akatar was queer. So it was really good. Other than that, that's kind of like I've read a lot of Fae books. Melina, if that's how you say it. Sorry if I messed that up. Madeline, Jenny, thank you for coming. I've read a lot of Akatar kind of spin-offs. I've read a lot of Fae books. If you've read them one, you've read them all. But it was still really good. I would really recommend this book. I gave it 3 stars, but I've read so many of them. A lot of people are going to really like this one. The character development is good. I really enjoyed the queer representation. I've just read so many Fae books. So I would recommend this one. It was really good. So let me put that one down. Oh, and the artwork they sent was really cute. I like that. I always like when they have cute artwork for a book. All right, I'm gonna put this on my cart because I don't have to throw shit on the floor anymore. I'm a like actual legitimate like freaking streamer. Like I kind of know what I'm doing. All right, what else do I have here? Oh, okay, I have the book Riot, which I love the title here. All right, who do we have? Joe, Nicholas, Nisha, Jimmy, thank you for coming. Appreciate everyone coming here on a Saturday. Jeff, thank you. Hi everyone. It's nice for you all to come here on a Saturday and talk about books. I love it. We're just here starting my August reads. There's 19 books to go through. We're gonna have a big fun time. So we have Riot here. This was sent to me from K.A. Knight, the author. She has her Dark Knight Publishing. I really love the cover. It's kind of like a rave nightclub. This one had a ton of art with it. Like, this one had a ton. Like, this one came with so much artwork. It was really, really cute. Let me pull up my review for this one. No, I don't keep all the reviews in my head, girl. And when you read 19 books in a freaking month, I don't even remember what I ate for dinner last night. I don't remember what I had for breakfast 5 minutes ago, okay? Like, Mama Schwank, hello! Laura! David! Anastasia, hello, friends! Alright, so this one... Okay. Oh, no, okay, so this one, I gave 4 stars. I really liked the writing of this one, and it was outside of my norm. And I'll say that because I don't normally read a lot of, like, stalker romance. That's not really my thing. But this one was actually so well written that I would probably reread this one. I do not like stalker romance. I kind of think that it's a little bit too skeevy for me. No, I actually really enjoyed this one. This one, you know, because I read Haunting Adeline. Was not for me. That was not my cup of tea. But it's okay. Not shaming anybody who likes it. If you like that stuff, fantastic. That's why there's so many books in the world. It's for you, maybe not for me. Fantastic, great. This one is a stalker romance. It's not as intense as Haunting Adeline. So this one's like got my toes wet. You know what I mean? Got baby steps. I really liked this one. So I gave it 4 stars. All right, on to the cart, because I'm actually doing an adult job. All right. Which one did I read next? Oh, app, don't freeze. Not when I'm doing so good. Come on, we were going so well. Okay, good. The app reloaded. We're fine. I was like, that's all I need is for the app to freeze, and then I don't know what I'd do. Cry? No, I didn't put this book out here. No. Okay, that's fine. We'll roll with it. I think I put this one away on the shelf. That's very upsetting. Okay. So the next book I read was you cannot see that. That's fine. I'll just get a bigger picture for you. That's a blurry picture, but we'll work with it. So the next book I read was Ariadne. Looks like that. It's a Greek mythology retelling. I loved it. Jennifer Saint does a whole line of Greek retellings with just the focus on the women who were hidden in the Greek mythology. Twin, Shepherd, Boogie, Just Liz, Servilia, Kayla, Jennifer, Maria, Brando, Lola, Trisha. Thank you for coming. But Jennifer Saint does a whole line of like the focus being on the women of Greek mythology, so that way they, they kind of always were in the shadows. And Ariadne is one of those books, and I absolutely loved it. It was chef's kiss. Like the writing, oh my god, it broke my heart in several ways. I cried, but in a good way. I gave it 4 stars. I've been in this like mythology kick. I've been reading like 2 or 3 different mythology books at one time. Basically it's Epic's fault because the Epic saga has like made me into like a huge Odyssey like reader now. I've been wanting to reread the Odyssey. So that's just where I'm at now. What else? Open-minded. Pull this up here. So this one was from William Morrow. William Morrow? Yes. This one was from William Morrow Publishing. Here's what it looks like. This one is a contemporary romance that focuses on poly relationships and the different ways that overall relationships can take form. So this one's how it looks. It's not that long. It's just a little short one. This one is releasing... I think I broke the app. I single-handedly broke this app. This one's releasing in November. And I really enjoyed this one because I liked how it showed that no single relationship has like one way that it has to form. I am not doing words well today. There's not a single cookie cutter way that a relationship can be. You can be like single with like 5 cats. You can be like in a relationship and it can be like an open relationship. You can be in your normal heteronormative relationship, and they're all beautiful and they're all perfect and they're all considered normal. There is not a like, there's no, everyone always thinks like, oh, this is the normal relationship, but there is no normal relationship. There is no, this is the relationship that is normal. And I really enjoyed this book. I gave it 4 stars. I would highly recommend this one. I liked it a lot. And again, that's coming out in November, so pre-order now if that interests you. All right, next up is Wisteria. And I brought out all of the editions because I am obsessed with this book. I will not dive into it because I know some people have not read it yet. It just came out, so I won't talk about the plot. No plot talk. I liked it a lot. I gave it 4.5 stars. I just want to show you all the pretty editions. So here's the pretty editions. Look at them. Kaden, DP, Nika, Misty, Tammy, Sunny, Caitlin, 5-star, Kermit, thank you for joining. So here's the 2 basic editions you can get. This is the standard with the blue wisteria, and then we have the Barnes & Noble with the white. Buttercup, thank you for joining. Underneath each edition, so this is the Barnes & Noble. It's purple with the white. So there's the Barnes & Noble edition. Very pretty. And underneath this edition, which is the standard edition, which is still gorgeous. Look at that. It's white. Still gorgeous, which is why I had to get both. I have something wrong with me. So no matter which edition you get, they're fucking gorgeous. They're beautiful. As are the rest of the Belladonna series. And then because I can't stop, no one can stop me now. I got the freaking UK edition because it's got a bunny and a fox on it. The naked hardcover looks like this. It's pretty. And this one is signed. It also has beautiful end papers. The art is just stunning. It's absolutely stunning. I can't. Here, I'll show you the back art too. Move. Okay. There. Here's the back art with Eris. Ugh. Just chef's kiss all around. So, like, as you can see, I obviously had to get all of them because how could you choose? It's like children. How do you pick? Anna, Melanie, Misty, hi! So anyway, and I actually I have one more coming. Don't laugh. I have one more coming because I also have the Fairy Loot edition coming. But thankfully this series is over, so I can stop buying these. So that'll be nice. Nicole, BBW, thank you for joining. So yeah, Wisteria, 4.5 stars. I won't go too into it because it just released, oh god, I want to say like a week or 2 ago. So, but it's great. It follows Blythe and Eris. That's all I'll say. It's great. Read it. If you haven't read the Belladonna series yet, do it. What are you waiting for? Oh god, my camera. Focus. Thank you. You can't give up on me, camera. Okay. Next up, we have Neverkeep. This one was... oh gosh, my whole tower is about to fall down. Please don't. I feel professional today. Neverkeep. This was sent to me from the Nerd Fam. This is by the same author that brought you Zodiac Academy. Well, authors, sorry. Authors that brought you Zodiac Academy. Candace, Linver, Sean, thank you for coming. So this is the same author that brought you Zodiac Academy. Look at this cover. It's gorgeous. The black and the white. I think the final cover is reversed, though. It's going to be a black cover with gold details. Hold on. There was a leaflet in here that had that. Yes. So this is what the final cover is going to look like. More like this. Still gorgeous, though. Either way. So these are actually... this is so gorgeous. And when does it come out? They wrote that down. September? They wrote it down. September 24th is when this guy comes out. I have never... so I didn't read the Zodiac Academy. I know. I'm going to be read to filth for that. It's on my list, guys. Okay, you've seen the bookshelves. You've seen them. Don't... I've got a lot to work on. I'm trying. You don't think I'm not trying? You've seen this pile here. I'm clearly trying. I gave this one 4.5 stars. I've never read, like, what would I, like, classify this as? Like, bully romance. And I know a lot of their writing is, like, kind of bully romance. And this one, the little bit of romance that there is, it is bully romance. There's a lot of bullying. This is such a... They are so mean. Like, everyone is so mean. Like, it's very well written. Like, everything in here is very well written. But the romance definitely takes a backseat. It's very, action-y. does not shy away from breaking your heart. You will cry. And it just starts out, I think the first like 100 pages, there's like a war going on. I had no idea what was happening. I was like, I guess there's a war happening, and eventually I'm going to be told more details. So, DJ, Mango, Lewis, Lethal, Beanterio, Jose, Rosalicious, thank you for joining. Right now we're talking about Neverkeep, releasing the 24th of September. So, those were my thoughts. I liked it. It was like 4.5 stars. I've never read from this author before. I know that they've done Zodiac Academy. It's on my list, I promise. Well, I'll read it in like 10 years when it's probably like not relevant anymore. All right, what do I got? Oh, this one. I loved this book. Okay. So this one was sent to me by Berkeley Publishing. Rewitched. Look at this cover. This cover embodies my whole existence. It's fall vibes. It's got books. It's got a cat. What the freak? This might as well just be me in this window. Like, this is where I want to be. It's just beautiful. But we have a main character. She's in her 30s. She's a witch, and she has to go through these trials to continue to keep her magic. And it's literally all about self-discovery, you know, kind of coming into her own powers. She works at a bookshop. She has a cat familiar. Like, it's so cozy. Like, it's very, like, Legends and Lattes, very, like, cozy fantasy. I loved it, and it's great. And there's a little bit of romance, but it takes a backseat. Like, that's which I love. I hate when, like, the romance is the focus of it. Like, I don't want romance to always be the focus of my book. I want sometimes the main character to be able to do stuff without going, oh my god, I'm in love with him. Like, no, sometimes I just want you to just do whatever you're gonna do. Do the plot. I don't want you to focus on Jimmy John, someone over here. So, I really like this. I gave it 5 stars. Again, this is releasing, I want to say September. Hold on. I have to check. September. So this is releasing next month. It's really good. I would pre-order this. It's amazing. I also have a Waterstone edition coming of this where the sprayed edges, oh, it's so pretty. I can't wait. I'm going to show everybody on my channel. It's going to be great. I'm so fucking excited for that one. All right, Wild Scottish Fortune. This one was sent to me by the author. I've read the rest of her series. This one is the 6th book. Jesse, Maxine, Custom Tumblers, Snoozle. Thank you guys for coming. Wild Scottish Fortune. So this is book 6 in the series. They are all focused on, obviously, Scotland and Scottish folklore. Highly recommend the series if you have not read them. I give this one 4.7 stars. They're just all so well written. They're all very cozy, fantasy, obviously. It's all about strong women being empowered, which you can sense a theme. I just enjoy women being the focus of the stories. I think it's important. It's just nice. I'm trying to see, because I had other things in here marked off, but I obviously can't find them right now. But I liked it. This one has more of a romance focus. So if you're looking for more of a romance book, this is the book for you. The whole series of books is more romance focused. So if you're looking for romance, men in kilts, it gets spicy. This series is for you. Highly recommend. Love the author. She's an absolute sweetheart. All right, next up. Okay, where is it? There it is. Next up, we have vampires. All right. So when was this publishing? I want to say it's soon. It just says 2024. I thought I knew when. September 10th. I knew I'd find out. Okay. So this is publishing September 10th. Here's what the cover looks like. So thirsty. I read her other book, which I really liked. It was called Black Sheep. I think I read that last month. Or maybe it was June. I don't remember. It was some other time. And I really liked that one. This one I gave 3.75 stars. It's a horror novel. It's all about vampires. It's kind of like the dark version of vampires. Everyone always like romanticizes vampires. This is about the familiars and how familiars are made, and kind of like the grittier side of like the entrapment of that. So that's what this is. It's a very dark novel. I don't know. That's kind of just the whole gist of it, and that's what kind of drew me to it. I was like, oh, that's very different than what all the other novels are. All the other novels are like, ooh, vampires, sexy, dark, beautiful, brooding. This one, yes, they still are, but it's more of the underground of, oh, you're now my slave. I created you, sort of thing. And so it's very nice, very dark. So if that's your thing, coming out September 10th. All right, who do we got? Brandon, Catberry, David, Jake, Duck, TMPRJC. Thank you for coming. I think we're making progress. All right, I read a couple ebooks, but I'm not going to go into those because I did not bring my Kindle in here. Because why would I be fully prepared? Full Shift, which is a graphic novel. It looks like this. There we go. This is coming out. Oh, it already came out. So it came out on the 27th of August. It looks like this. It is a young woman coming into her werewolf powers. She has been trying to not come into her werewolf powers, and she's been ashamed of them. And then finally she learns to embrace them and her family and all that, because she's been like very resentful of her family. And so obviously it's like kind of a double, a double meaning behind it. I really love this. I gave this one 4.5 stars. I thought it was amazing. The art style in this is absolutely gorgeous. I thought it was beautiful. It's just so well done. And also it's queer. It's queer. It's representation with the queer community. I love it because it's beautiful. There's beautiful romance. I loved it. I thought it was great. It was a very quick read. It's not very long. Which is sad, and it's a one-off, so it's not like a series, which is also sad. I wanted more, but I liked it. And again, that's out now, so you can actually, if you're interested in this one, this is out now. TikTok, Shook, Sam, God Bless, Johnny, Schwanstucka, Jessica. Thank you guys for coming. We still got plenty of books to go over, don't worry. All right, next up I have We Came to Welcome You. This one comes out on the 3rd of September. This was sent to me by William Morrow Publishing. This one I really, really liked. I gave this one I think it was if I can open it. Please don't freeze. There we go. There we go. Why have you frozen? That's fine. Anyway, while that loads, this is a horror novel, very akin to if you've if you've watched any of Jordan Peele's work. That's what I would like. Get Out. If you've seen Get Out, that's what I would akin this to. It's creepy. The creepy vibes on this. 100%. Like, I got chills reading this book. This book was fucking creepy. And I gave this one 4 stars. It was just basically, without going too far into it and ruining it, because again, it's not out yet and I don't want to ruin things for you guys. I don't want to ruin the creepy vibes or anything, but we have a new couple and they move into a neighborhood and they feel like fish out of water. And some weird stuff starts happening in the neighborhood. and it kind of just escalates from there. Um, and I won't go further into it, but that's what this book is about. It's very, very well written, very creepy, very horror vibes, very like, so if you enjoy Jordan Peele Get Out, that movie, you're gonna enjoy this book. And again, I gave that 4 stars. All right, what was the next book I read? Dreadful. This was the book I read, Dreadful. This was one that I picked, actually. I know. You're like, oh my god, are they all like? No, they weren't all PR this month. They were close to all being PR. I was trying to catch up. This one was one of my picks. It's been on my shelf for a while, and I really wanted to read it. This one I gave 4.25 stars. This one, I think it's been out for a while. Yeah, this one's been published for a bit. That's what I thought. Okay, so this was published earlier this year. It's been out for a few months. We have a dark wizard that wakes up, has no memories of anything, and turns out that he is the dark wizard. He's like, who's this dark wizard that everyone keeps talking about? And he is. It's a comedy. This is a funny book. Like, this book is hilarious. It's fantasy, and it's basically he decides that he doesn't want to be evil anymore. It's so like what's the movie? Megamind. It's very Megamind. I really enjoyed this one. It was really funny. Just I laughed a lot reading that book. It was a very nice palate cleanser to all the intense books that I was reading this month. Next thing, another good palate cleanser. This is one that I purchased. Apprentice to the Villain. This is the sequel to Assistant to the Villain. I loved this book. I loved this book. Both of these were 5 stars for me. You should read this series. You should. If you have not read Assistant to the Villain and Apprentice to the Villain, what are you doing? It's amazing. This series is chef's kiss. It's so good. It's so funny. It's a fantasy. It's a comedy. It's romance. It's all the funny things. It's basically, so we have our villain, but he's kind of like the backseat because we really care about his assistant who he hires, and it's so funny. I smiled the entire time reading this book. It's so good, and I have the little frog plush for Kingsley. I love this book. It's so good. I'm such a huge fan of this series, and the only downside is I have to wait now for the next book, which is probably going to be next August. That's my only upsetty spaghettiness for that. All right, that isn't digital book, so we're going to skip that one. Next up, we have Racing Hearts, which is this book right here. This one is another one from Dark Knight Publishing, which is K.A. Knight's PR. I think this one also had like a bunch of like art in it. But this one was really good. Another another queer contemporary romance. When did this one publish? I want to say it just published in like January, or not June, July. So yeah, this one just published, so it's out now if you want it. And this one I gave, oh gosh, load, pretty please. This one was a 3.75, so middle of the road for me. Contemporary romance. This one is about like, takes place in a school, so it's kind of like academia vibes. It has car racing, so if you like cars, this one's kind of a good vibe for you. And so the one character's into cars, and the other character is into photography. And the one thing that stuck out for me is in the PR package. You guys are going to like this, or maybe you guys won't vibe with this because maybe some people are too young. I should call Moon, Diane, Lacey, Trisha, Jessica, Linda, Chase, Shirley, Addie. Thank you guys for coming. So the one thing that they sent in the box was a disposable camera. I have not held a disposable camera in my hands since I want to say the early 2000s. So I was like, oh my god, what is this? It took me forever. Oh, hey, it says it on here. August 2nd. So this is out now. Sorry, squirrel. So I was like, oh my god. So now that it worked. Now this is like in my head. Like I can always think about this. I'll think about this book as the book that I got a disposable camera with, and I won't not think about that. But yeah, does anyone remember these? When you take these and then I don't even know where you would get film developed for this. It just made me chuckle. I was like, what an interesting thing to add to the PR package. All right, next up, I have Circe. So I started reading this book purely because of the epic saga soundtrack. Literally, I got to the Circe saga, and I was like, I have a book all about Circe, and I haven't read it yet. It's been years, it's been sitting on my shelf. Why have I not read this? So I decided to read this book. It's a gorgeous book. I absolutely fucking loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It's chef's kiss. You could see from all the tabs that there was just so many parts that I just was like, wow, that's so... there was a lot. It was this book is painful. Like, there's so many parts about it that, like, invoked a strong, like, emotion in me. I read a lot of sad books this month. Damn. I like to be in pain. But yeah, if you haven't read this one, I'd highly recommend. If you like, Greek mythology retellings, if you like books about strong women, this is it. If you've enjoyed the epic saga, this is it. You're gonna enjoy it. Especially if you want to know more about the characters behind the saga. Here you are. So I really enjoyed that. It really made me appreciate the Circe saga. So I really like that one. 5 stars, chef's kiss, beautiful. I started reading the Percy Jackson series. I know I'm only like, 20 years too late. No, it was 2005. Well, I'm really late to the game. So like 20, no, that's right. 20 years. I can't count. So I read this edition. It's shiny. This was, I think, the Books A Million edition? I don't know. It's shiny. It has a slip case, if I can get it out. Come out. Ah, there we go. So here's what it looks like. It's very pretty. It has like sprayed edges with a lightning bolt. And it has like artwork inside. I'll show you some if I can find some. There we go. So like it has full color artwork inside as you're reading, which I thought was cool. And the end pages are like the map of Camp Half-Blood. And I really liked it. I gave it 4.25 stars. Again, the writing is very like, easy writing because it's meant for younger readers. But even still, I really enjoyed it. It's something that if I had read it when it first came out, when I was, in middle school, I probably would have loved this. This would have been my whole life. But I didn't. I'm reading it now as an adult, and that's fine. Lady Eve, Eric, Brandy, Addie, Kevin, Football, Myling, Nico, Sabrina, thank you for coming. All right, and then the last book, which was actually, ironically, the first book this month, was When the Moon Hatched. This is the Waterstone edition that has the dragons.